Hi everyone, it's Dallas Piana from DallasPiana.com. So today we're going to talk about how to stand out and expand your audience on Facebook. Okay, how do you as a network marketer distinguish yourself from everybody else in your company? How, if you're a real estate agent, how do you distinguish yourself from all the other real estate agents in your local community? Or if you're a coach, and there's all different kind of coaches, from lifestyle coaches to business coaches to nutritional coaches to exercise coaches, how do you distinguish yourself out there from all the other people in your community or in your network that you stand out more and start attracting people to you? And how you do that is through content, providing some kind of snippet of information that your audience wants. Not promoting your products, not promoting your service, not promoting your company if you're in network marketing, but distinguishing yourself as an expert in that industry, okay? By providing some kind of information in your Facebook post on a daily basis. And we'll get to how often later, a little later, in a minute or two. So let's say you are a network marketer in health and wellness. So there is so many areas where you could distinguish yourself from the crowd as an expert. Let's say you love exercise. You could post little snippets of exercise with diagrams how to do it on your post, on your Facebook post, okay? If you're in real estate, you want to distinguish yourself as someone who's knowledgeable to a potential audience that would tap you later when it gets time to buy. You want to draw them in before they choose a real estate agent, right? So you draw them in by providing them with information. For instance, and I'm making this up, how to, if you're thinking of selling your house in 6 months, these are some things you can do before the inspection when there's a buyer. Like get your house ready, how to get your house ready. Or you could talk about, when's the best time, when's the best season to sell a house. Very interesting things that the general public, your audience, your Facebook friends would want to not know. I mean, if we're scrolling through, most of us are on Facebook at least a couple hours a day, right? And I'm scrolling through and I see, oh, there's something interesting about real estate. I'm not really thinking of selling my house today, but let me read this. And if it catches my attention, I may start to implement it, or I may start to look for your post on my feed, okay? So that would be real estate. If you're a coach, let's say you're a nutritional coach, you're a solo entrepreneur, instead of promoting your services, give little snippets of information that your audience would like to know about nutrition. It's here we are. We're coming into the fall seasons. You could talk about all the different kind of pears that are available right now, in your local area, and which ones are the best ones to bake with. So constantly every day put out a piece of information that distinguishes you from the other people in your industry, and you will start to get a following. Okay, you will start to attract people to you. People will start to get addicted. They want to see, whoa, what does she have to post today? Let's go see. So that's the way you want to put out content, okay? And you also want to put out content consistently on Facebook. Right now, Facebook, when you post something on Facebook, your friends on Facebook, only 17% are going to see that post. So what does that mean? You have to post more frequently in a 24-hour day period. So 3 is like minimum, 5 is max. Why? Because when you post at that moment, let's say I post right now, it's what time is it? It's 11:25, right? Portland time in Oregon. How many people are actually on at this time while I'm delivering my message that's going to see it in their feed? Only 17% of my friends are going to see it right now. But if I post again in, let's say, 4 hours, some different kind of content congruent to who I am as an expert in, something that my audience wants, another 17% will see it 4 hours later. Maybe one of that percentage will be someone that saw it at 11:30, but I'm trying to reach more people with my content out there, trying to distinguish myself as an expert or distinguish myself from the field of so many people out there trying to get people to buy their stuff or their services, okay? And how you do that is you move from sales, right, to providing valuable information or answering problems that people have, solving people's problems, okay? So I'm going to post at least 3 times a day with different content. I'm not just going to repeat it, okay? You can repeat it maybe a week from now, but throughout the day, I'm going to post information my audience might find valuable, so they start looking for my information. So 3 to 5 times a day on Facebook to get you in front of an audience, your Facebook friends and family, whoever is following you. Now let's talk about expansion. Beyond your, maybe you have 200 friends, maybe you have 300, maybe 1,000. You want to expand. And how the best way right now, how to do that, is to take that information, copy it, and post it into groups. We talked about this last week. So what you want to do over the next couple of days is search for groups and join groups, 10 groups a day for the next 3 days. So you're in 30 groups that would like your information. So if I'm a health and wellness person, for example, I'm not going to join a group where all they do is talk about health and wellness. No one's really going to read my information. I might, but I'm really going to target who is my audience. I might go after mommy bloggers group. I might go after baby boomers. I may go after, women in business. So look for groups of people that are in a group that if you post your information out there, someone within that group is going to like it, make comment on it, like that. Now the groups are usually huge. There's anywhere from 500 to thousands of people in a group. I found a group yesterday that had like 81,000 people in it. So someone on there is going to like what I put on there. And when somebody likes your post in a group, you'll get a notification in your notification box in Facebook. You click on their name. It'll bring you back to your group. You click on their name again, and it opens up their profile. Okay? So now you can friend them, follow them, and send them a message. What I do is I say, gee, thanks for liking my post. How are you going to use this information, or what are you up to, or start a dialogue with them, or I look at their profile page and I see, boy, they live in New York City. I used to live in New York City, so I'm like starting a conversation. I'm making someone who's cold to me. It's called a cold market, someone I don't know, and I'm warming them up. I'm warming them up by creating a rapport with them, okay? And by them responding to me, they'll friend me. So all of a sudden, that is another friend that is seeing my posts on a more routinely basis on my personal page on Facebook. So the idea is to attract people to you, to your personal page, okay? And that's one way to do it. Now, we'll talk about fan pages later on in the week, how to utilize those. But for right now, what you should be doing if you want to distinguish yourself from the crowd in whatever avenue, industry you're into, is you want to provide valuable information consistently throughout the day, 3 to 5 times, different information in snippets of information. You don't want to be writing these long articles. Nobody has time for that. Nobody has time. Catch people's attention, put a great image on, so they stop and they read it and then they move on. So you can definitely give some kind of high value information during the day. You can supplement with quotes. That is something that your audience may like. A quote with an image. Somebody else's, sometimes I throw on a TED Talk that's 15 minutes long, and throw that out to my audience because I know they like that kind of stuff. So, be creative. And eventually, as you get better and better at putting out information every day, then you'll say, oh, I have more information to put out. So you start putting out different information in snippets 2 times a day and supplement once with something else. So you'll get better and better with this as you do it. But the idea is to distinguish yourself from the crowd by providing valuable information, solving other people's problems, and start getting people to recognize that you're an expert in your area. Okay. And then later, after you do this for a while, you can actually then promote something. All right, that's it for today. Bye. Have a great day.